Okay, I'm going to have a grilled cheese sandwich with some of my homemade vegetable soup, a sugar-free pudding, water, and iced tea. Started my day with a prayer. Drank 50 ounces of water. My quote is: a huge part of losing weight is believing you can do it. It's 0 for my vegetable soup. If you check my recipe section, I have the recipe for that. 6 points for the grilled cheese, 2 points for the bread, 3 points for the cheese and a butter, 1 point for the butter, 2 points for the sugar-free pudding, and 0 for the tomato that's on there, and iced tea. So I still have 16 points. Okay, I started in a little bit different order. I showed you my only meal of the day. That wasn't good, I know. But today is Friday, July 19th. Tomorrow is my Weight Watchers meeting. I still haven't lost my 4 pounds. I really do think I probably gained more than 4 pounds, or else my scale is just going wackadoodle. I don't know what it is. But I had a good time on my vacation, and I'm just going to start fresh tomorrow, and I'm not going to let it bother me. And so we're just going to move on. I'll just take whatever the scale says and just accept it. I have no choice. I have to do that. I have no alternative. I had a very busy day today, but I feel really bad because I missed Jeanette from Canada. Was her birthday yesterday, and I missed it. And I checked she said she sent me an email, and I checked my emails, and I didn't see it on there, unless I erased it by mistake before I added it to my calendar. I so apologize, Jeanette, because I don't like missing people's birthdays, and I don't like having to sing it a day late. But I'm still going to sing. Happy belated birthday to you. Happy belated birthday to you. Happy belated birthday, dear Jeanette. Jeanette from Canada, I am so sorry. Happy birthday, belated to you. Cha-cha-cha. And that was a really poor rendition, wasn't it? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jeanette. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It was like Groundhog Day. It was really yesterday, and you just didn't hear it. But no, it really was today. I feel so bad. I don't like to miss people on their special day, because I told you it's the 600 million one to shot that you were born. And I guess I was the one. No, that would be the 600 million one, I guess. How would that work? Caitlin, you know the math. Tell me, because Caitlin does math. No, she doesn't. She really doesn't. But I was very busy today. I woke up this morning and I wanted to catch up on all the collabs that I was in, so I watched all the videos. I tried to watch some of my other videos and catch up. And then I had Sophia, so I had to make her breakfast, and it was just stinking hot. It was unbearable hot. I went out to turn the filter on, and I couldn't wait to get back in the house. And it's only like 10 steps to the filter and 10 steps back into the house. It was that bad. And then I was just getting ready to eat my breakfast, and Cindy had called. No, I take that back. Jimmy had called because he's a carpenter, and David's a carpenter apprentice. And it was so hot where they were working that they got off work early, and Jimmy owed me money, and he was coming by to pay me. And so he wanted to make sure I was home. So I said yes. So I thought, I'll wait, and I won't eat till he gets here. And so then he got here, and I said, well, how come you're home? He says, it was still hot. And, they wouldn't supply enough fans, and we didn't have enough drinking water, and it was just too unbearable in the building. The building was over like 115 degrees, and so he says it wasn't a healthy environment. So I sent all my guys home because Jimmy's a foreman. And so it was funny because he called David, because originally they had said they were just going to take an early lunch and take a longer lunch. And so he called David at 11:45 at this part of the job site that David was on, and so David picks up and he says, I know, go to lunch. And he says, no, go home. And he says, go home, what did I do wrong? Automatically he thought he did something wrong. I got a shadow. Oh, it's coming in from it's the sun setting through the shades. It was really dark here because it's not that late. Look what time it is. It's not that late, but we've had storms going through. I don't know if I'd like that. It could be an angel shining as, it could be, anyway. I always go to the nasty part. I gotta back up. Anyway, so he automatically thought that he did something wrong. And he said, no, you're going home. You're going to get paid for the rest of the day. So David liked that. So he went home. So then Jimmy, we talked for a little bit. And then what I like about Jimmy is, well, I love him because he's my son. That didn't come out right, did it? What I like about the fact that Jimmy and I talk politics all the time, because he's Jimmy's on this side and I'm on this side. And we try to get into the middle, but we never do. We always go back. But what I like is that we can have a healthy discussion, and not hurt each other's feelings and not get to the vicious area. And, you know, we can see other person's point of view. Although my point of view is the one that's right. But don't tell Jimmy that. He won't believe you. So anyway, we talked about politics for about half an hour, and then he left. And then I was going to eat, and then here's Jim coming in. He wants to be on the video with me. Don't you, Jim?
Yeah.
No, because now it's going to have too much bright light on me. It's too much. I can't handle all of that bright light on me.
No, I'm looking at the sun. It's bright.
No, he's being like a nosy body.
No, I was looking at the sun. Go back to your peeps.
Go back to my peeps, okay. The rare elusive butterfly, which is Jim. So anyway, so then he left, and I was going to eat then, and then Sophia wanted to eat lunch. So I thought, okay, I'll make Sophia lunch. Well, then she went to Denise's house for lunch, so I gave her some little Capri Sun punch things to bring so she could make a contribution to the lunch at least. And so then her and Kylie left. And then I was just going in the kitchen, and then Cindy called, and she says, oh, guess what? They're releasing me from the hospital, but David said he'd pick you up and bring you over to drive me home. And I go, well, why do I got to go too? And she says, well, because my car's here, and I'm on such heavy-duty medications that I can't drive. So I said, okay. So David says, I'll be there in about a half an hour. I said, okay. So I'm not even going to start to worry about eating it if I only got a half an hour. So I said, okay. So I'm waiting, and then a half an hour later I called David, and he says, yeah, I'm going to probably be another half hour. So I called Cindy, and I said, well, David says he's going to be another half hour. And she says, oh, okay, because, you know, they said I could be released by 3 o'clock. Right now it's like 2. And I said, okay. So then David finally got here at 2:30, and he was going to drive, and I said, dude, did you want me to drive? And he said, well, I don't know why. And I said, well, then you could sleep, because I know he takes a nap when he gets home from work, and I would use my gas rather than your gas. And he says, oh, that sounds like a good idea. So then I called Christy. I said, well, I'm going to bring Sophia, and I'll meet you, because the hospital is near Christy's house. And so I said, just meet me at the hospital to pick up Sophia. So she said, okay. So then we drove there. I am so thankful that I drove and not David, because I would have been one of those nagging grandmas, because I'm sure that it came down so hard that you couldn't even see. The windshield wipers were like going like that, and you still couldn't see, but I couldn't get over because I was in the middle lane, and everybody was creeping, crawling around. And there's even people pulling to the side of the expressway because you couldn't see. It was just, it came down so, it was like you were in a car wash and they poured the whole bucket of water on your windshield, and no matter what you do, you can't get it clear. It was coming down that hard, and it was kind of scary, and I'm thinking he would have never slowed down, and he would have scared the out of me. So I was glad I drove. And then when we got there, by the time we got there, it stopped raining, and so then I brought Cindy home, but then she had to pick up some prescriptions, and so we stopped there to get the prescriptions. I know it's my whole day. I should have just filmed it, but I'm telling you about it. And then dropped her off, and then I got home, and then I ate what you saw. And then Denise and Mary came over, and we went in the pool, and we were in the pool for about maybe an hour, and then Danny came over with Oliver because they lost power at his house. And so Oliver came in the pool with us. So Oliver was in the pool. Danny didn't want to come in. So he stayed in the house and watched the ball game with Jim. And then now everybody's left. It's just Jim and I here. And I thought, well, I got to finish my video. I got to do something, because I didn't film it all today because I had such a busy day. I'm not really that hungry. You know, when I'm busy and I get my mind occupied, I can do it. If you watch the collab, you see that I don't eat a lot on the day before anyhow. But go over to Chit Chat Patty Wax. She's hosted a collab, and she's got a whole list of people on her. So do I, but I mean, she's the one that started the collab. And check them out. It was interesting to see how a lot of people react the same way I do, that they don't go out to eat the day before, and they watch their sodium intake and, you know, all of that stuff. But I was going to tell you something else about the videos that I was watching. Just came in and came out that quickly. Oh, I know what it was. Just give it a minute. It rattles around, it bounces back and forth, up and down, and then it swirls around, and then it goes, okay, this is what I want. I wanted to thank, I've gotten pictures so far from Kim Bedgood and Sue Warren and Vicky Riddell, Vidar 57. So I've got their before and after pictures, and so I'm going to try to put a video together. And if you got your before and after pictures, or if you just want to tell me how you did, I'll mention your name. If you don't have a picture and you just want your name mentioned, let me know. I want to give you acknowledgement. You can send it to my email, either scarrico, scarrico09@att.net or scarrico39@gmail.com. And one day next week, probably Monday or Tuesday, I'm going to get a video together and I'll put that up and I'll share that with you. Michael went to a speech therapist today to learn how to talk through the trach tube, and he learned how to say hello. So thank goodness he can talk. That's my main concern, because that's his main form of communication, is talking. So I was so happy to hear that. And he's doing really well, and he's supposed to come home maybe next week. So that was good news too. Cindy came home today, so that's good news. And my Uncle Bob seems to be doing better. So thank you so much for all your prayers. They really do work, and I so appreciate it. With that being said, I'm going to sit down now. I think I got just a couple more videos to watch, and then I'm going to watch stuff I got on tape and face the music tomorrow, because I know that's not going to be a loss. But you know what? It's part of my journey. That's just how I roll. That's just what I do. I have a collab coming up with Dish with D on the 30th about our weight loss journey. And so I'm looking forward to seeing how everybody else's journey's going. I'm sure they're going a lot better than mine. But I'll just share with you how I did when I started, and how I've done in the middle, and how I hope to do at the end. So I'll give this video a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and share it. And I will see you guys in the morning.